in like a test, if I was solving this, would I always pick the first two?
Yeah, yeah, let's go with that. That makes sense. Like your dad said, like don't overthink it. I mean, just do. Sometimes it's good to just do,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
like I don't know, it's out of scope, but like if you approach a woman and you think too hard, right? Like you probably mess up. Just do. Just,
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
yourself. And you have the ability to do this. So go ahead and calculate the slope for me, please.
All right, I got you. Eh, 2. So 6 and 2 for my slope.
Is that your final answer?
Oh yeah.
Can you reduce that?
Yeah, you can. So the final would be just 3, right?
Yeah. The slope is 3. So it's y equals 3x plus b.
Okay.
All right. So um the next thing is to determine b. And to determine b, you need an x and a y. And you have an x and a y here, or you have an x and y here. It doesn't matter which one you put. So
Okay.
we're going to pick the first one because it's smaller numbers.
Do we
2 equal, what?
so in class we usually do like y equals 3n instead of x.
We're going
Is
to get
that
to
like
that. Yeah,
fine?
we're going to get to that. We're
Yeah.
going to do that at the
Okay.
end. We're going to like everything at the end because like this looks more familiar to you the way you did it last year. And at the end, we'll make the change.
Okay, got it. Do you want me to solve that one?
Yes, yes. Go ahead and solve that for B, please.
Got it. So it would be 2 equals 9
Okay,
plus
2 equals 9 plus B. How do you get B by itself? How do you undo this here?
you subtract it.
Yep. So what does B equal?
Um, it would equal, do I subtract like 9 from B or
No, from the 9. From the 9.
yeah, so it'd be just 2 equals 0.
Well, you have to subtract 9 from both sides.
Okay. Sorry. The 7 equals B.
-7.
-7 equals B. Yeah, sorry.
B is -7. So that goes back in here. Okay. You remember us doing this the other day.
I do.
Okay. So now it's y equals 3x minus 7. And this is where I said, okay, now you've got to make the change here.
Okay.
N f of n.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Got it. And was that like the whole problem where it says
That's
verify
it.
the
Well,
equation? You
that's it for part A.
oh, okay.
Now
Damn.
we got to do the verify your equation.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to verify the equation. What that means is we're going to put 7 in for n.
Okay.
So 7 in for n. 3
Okay.
times 7 minus 7. You have to put 7 in for n in this equation.
All right. So f of n equals 3, 7.
3 times 7. Yeah, 3
Times
parentheses 7 or
7
3 times 7.
minus 7. Okay. So it would be minus 7, 14.
Is that what you're supposed to get?
Yep.
You got it.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, another question they might ask you
Is going in like using f of 12.
what is that? How do you calculate that for us?
Oh, you want me to calculate that too?
Yes, yes, just to
Okay.
see if you get like it's not just only one value, you can compute for any value.
3, 12 minus 7. times 12 minus 7. Wait, I don't think I did this right. I got 29.
Very good.
Oh, I thought it has to connect to 12 again. Or equal
36
12.
minus 7 is 29.
Well, yeah, I know. I thought it was never mind. I'm sorry. It was just
We got to get you more confidence.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you got to say it like 29, you know, that's the answer. Don't even question
yeah,
me. Okay, now the other types of questions that you will be asked are the going backwards questions.
yeah.
So that's
Okay.
what we have in find the term where f of n equals 38. So this time, and this is where I'm gonna rewrite the equation here. So this 38 takes the place of this. The whole thing becomes 38.
Okay, so 38 equals 3n minus 7 or yeah,
Yes, yes.
okay.
Now you look at the side with the variable. You don't care about that side, just the side with the variable.
Okay.
You undo addition and subtraction first.
Subtraction.
Okay, so how do you undo subtraction?
You add so
Add
plus
7 to both
7.
sides. What does that become?
That becomes 45 equals 3n.
Yep.
Then do you divide by 3?
Yes.
Okay.
So what does n equal?
N equals 15. So n equals 15.
Good.
Right.
All right, so I really feel like we should do another one of
Yeah,
these. All right, let me just do a quick search for something that is reasonable here. Already did that one. Same one. One more. Come on, let's make this work. No. No, plus it. All right. So irritating. Okay, let's do, oh boy. I want to make up something more interesting, but I can't. So give me just a moment here. X equals 3. Let's go. All right. So here's your new problem here.
okay.
N, f of n, 3, 14, and then we'll do 7, 7 and 30. Okay. So it's the same set of instructions. We want to first determine the function here. And I'm suggesting to write it out as a line and then convert it at the end. So the
Okay.
first thing is to calculate
The slope.
the slope. Do you have the slope formula in front of you?
Got it. Yep. Yep.
Okay, go ahead and try calculating the slope, please.
Okay. And just to make sure so I don't mess it up somehow, the 14 and the 30 are the y's, right?
Yes, exactly.
Just making sure. Yeah. So I got 16 over 4, which reduces to 4.
Yes, very good. Okay,
Y equals 4x plus b.
exactly. Now you have to use one of the points or the other and solve for b.
Okay. I gotta wait. I gotta use one of the points.
Yeah, you just meant like this is a point and this is a point.
Oh, so I just do like I could do 4 times 4.
No, 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 like it's 3 comma 14 or 7 comma 30 are your points.
So can I do 3?
Yes, that's your X, 3 is your X, 14 is your Y.
Okay. So y equals 4x times 3 plus b. Is that right?
What's the Y? What is the Y value in this?
14,
Okay, what is the X?
3.
Okay, you're multiplying 4 times 3.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
So 12 plus
okay,
b.
14. Good. What does B equal?
Gotta subtract 12 equals b equals 2.
Good. So that goes back into this line right here. Y equals 4x plus 2. And
Yeah.
then we make this change. Now, like you could have done this from the beginning where you label like this is X, this is Y. That's how
Mm.
I'm making the change. X is really N, Y is really F of N.
Okay.
Okay, so there's your function. All right, now we want to verify. Okay, we want to verify that F of 7 equals 30. How do
Yeah.
you verify that F of 7 equals 30? Where does that 7 go?
Oh, that 7 goes where the n is.
Okay,
So here, I'll do that right now.
could you do that, please?
And it's 7 again.
Yeah, I'm just writing it out for you in case you
Yeah.
see it later. Yeah, 4 times 7 plus 20
Yeah. Plus 20 or 2.
plus 2.
Yeah. So 30 f of n equals 30. Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, so next I want you to calculate F of 13. I'm going to be right with you in 30 seconds.
Got it.
Okay, do you have an answer for me on this one?
Yeah, 54.
Yes, 4 times 13 plus 2 equals 54. And then next is the backwards question. So this is it's going to tell you that F of n equals 38. Okay. And this time you have to solve for n. So your function F of n is 4n plus 2. Where does the 38 go?
The 38 would go with the n, right? Or
What do you mean by that? Be more specific, please.
like I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Why don't you try solving it? Why don't you try solving it? That way, because I don't want um well, let me ask you a question. Are you going to put it in here for n?
Yeah.
Okay, that is not correct.
Oh, okay.
The previous ones, see where the n was in parentheses?
Yeah.
There's a number in parentheses. There's no number in parentheses here. This
Oh,
is more like the problem, and we're scrolling, where this goes in for the whole thing.
oh, oh, got it. Okay.
So this 38 replaces this right here.
Yeah. So f of n or 38 equals 4n plus 2.
Yes.
and then you subtract 2.
Yep.
You get 36 equals 4n. Divide by 4, and that is 36 divided by 4, 9. So n equals 9.
Very good. Okay, we can now look at the next one you sent over. All right. So the next one here does not say it's linear. You see that? It just says write the equation of the pattern below.
Yeah. Does that change anything or?
It does, yeah, it's very different. So how do you go from 16 to 4?
Um, that's, what do you mean? Like what's in between? Like,
Well, like tell me the math operation. Like how do you go from 16 to 4? Like you could say there's a lot of answers. You could say subtract 12, right?
or
That,
multiply by 4.
well, you're getting smaller, so you don't
Oh, yeah,
multiply.
yeah,
You
yeah.
divide
Okay.
or divide by 4. And that's the better answer because that one works for this one. How do you go from 4 to 1?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so divide by 4 is the
Yes. Now it is a multiplication by 1/4.
yeah, okay. Got it. All right.
All right. So this one's different. Like, and it's a little weird because it ends up being 1/4. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is where it's like I've got to sort of like show you a few examples, but the formula here is you take the what do you want to do this? You take 1/4 and you put it in parentheses to the power of n.
Yeah.
Okay. But you actually end up, I don't know how you guys were doing this class. Did you guys subtract 1 or
From
not?
1/4?
Well, no, from the exponent. Do you know from class?
Not really sure.
Yeah, this is where I got to be careful because I don't want to go against what you guys are doing in class. There's two
Yeah.
ways to do it. Let's make it to the power of n. That's easier. Okay. The number that goes in front is not the first number here. It's this number times 4. So how do we want to explain that? Well, I'm not sure. So, or you guys are using that first number
Yeah.
and it's n minus 1. And I know this is probably confusing. Like, why are all these changes?
Yeah.
Um, but you have to, I don't know, you're gonna have to give me some help here. Do you remember from class what you got anything from class to help do this?
Uh, I'm not super sure to be honest.
Okay. Let me get another table so we can grab a. All right, so let's try another one here. Let's
Okay.
try n f of n 216. Sorry, that's the wrong place. 1, 216. 2 is 36. 3 is 6. All right. What is the pattern here?
The pattern there, ooh, it's times by 6 or dividing by 6.
Well, which one? Yeah, which is it? Is it
Dividing,
timesing 6?
dividing,
Yeah, it's
dividing.
dividing by 6, or better to say times 1/6.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now this is where it's a little bit odd, but it's 1/6, and then you put an n minus 1,
Yeah.
and then you bring this first. number down.
Okay,
So whatever goes in parentheses is the multiplication, and then you bring the first number down.
alright. And then what do you do with that? You,
That's it. That's the answer. That's the
oh,
function.
really? Okay,
That's it. Yeah.
huh, okay. So wait, why can't you do 216 and then parentheses 6 divided by?
Uh,
It shows that it's dividing by because it's 1/6.
yeah, 1/6 is divided. Like it's a small and I don't know why they do this in class because it's very complicated or it's very unclear for students like you're asking.
Yeah.
Um it's division by 6 is multiplication by 1/6. Like, but this is what they want the second one.
Okay.
You have to like go with it.
Yeah, I see.
All right. Let's try another one here. Let's go, here's n, here's f of n. 1 is 32, 2 is 16, 3 is 8. Okay, what is the pattern here?
Perimeter there would be 2, so dividing by 2, so 1/2.
Yes. So
Okay.
1/2 is what goes in parentheses,
Yeah, correct.
n minus 1, and then you bring the
32 down.
32 down. Good.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, let's try, I guess, one more. I mean, there won't be, it's going to be one of these. Like, they're not going to give you anything crazy. Let's go, 81 is 1 and 27 is, oops, boy, these are all backwards. 1 is 81, 3
Mhm.
is 27, sorry, 2 is 27, 3 is 9.
Okay. So it would be 9 times. It's just, would it be dividing by 3?
Yes. So
Okay.
what do you do when you,
So you bring
how
that
do,
down 3, 1/3,
okay, 1/3 in
-1,
parentheses.
and 81 on the left.
There you go. That's it.
Cool. That's all I need to put there?
So yeah, I guess we can try another one.
Okay.
Let's go, and f of n. Let's go, 125. I keep doing that. 1, 125, 2, and 25. Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay. Okay, so it would be 1/5,
Okay. And then what?
and then subtract the x with the 1,
Then -1.
and then you put the 125.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, very good. All right. Well, I think we've got it for tonight. If you
Yeah,
can replicate this, you're gonna be in good shape for
yeah.
your
I'm feeling
quiz.
a lot more confident with this one, but yeah.